Da-na-na-na-na-na.
It says preparing, setting up your webinar for YouTube Live. Done.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. There we go.
Hi, everyone.
Are we live? Do you see us?
We're live. Danny, get going.
Are we?
Yeah. I see us right now.
Are we live? Do you see us?
We're live.
There we are. Okay. Hey, guys. We're back on the same channel.
I see us right now.
That's awesome.
We're live.
There we are. Okay. Hey, guys. We're back on the same channel.
I see us right now.
That's awesome.
Okay, so make sure you turn off the YouTube volume. And yes, we're live. So go ahead. Get it on.
Cool. Welcome back to us. We have gotten through. Thanks for the help, Jago Ben, our angel of grace, of saving grace tonight. Jessica, back to you, and we'll start with Christina, I guess.
So Christina G, I did not get a question from her yet, though.
Okay, so Christina, could you please put in your question once again? And we'll...
Oh, guys, if you're hopping on at the end, if you're hopping on and you haven't made a donation, but you want to have a reading from 3 readers, go ahead and make that donation. Make sure you write your question in it, and we'll get to you. It's going to be fun. This is going to be great. We're having a party.
It's going to be amazing, guys.
It's going to be everything you thought it could be and more.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean... I don't really know how much everyone caught because it seemed to be really choppy or loading a lot. So for anyone who has not caught what we are actually here for, we are here for intuitive readings for a minimum donation of $15. You will get a personal message from each one of us. So make sure that you send your donation to the PayPal.me/whispers of grace 1016, and we will get your name down on the list and we will go through each person, but make sure you let us know what your question is so we can get these readings running smoothly. All right, so the last one is Christina M. So we have 3 on the list right now.
Yeah, Christina asks, what's happening with me and my TF?
Twin flame. Okay.
My twin flame. And off to work we go.
Hang tight, guys. It's going to be a party. By the way, I have all my decks out, so if you see the camera shaking, that's why. It's bouncing all over the place. I'm at a desk. Ooh.
All cards on deck.
All cards on deck. And flying everywhere. That's another thing. If you have not seen my channel yet, then cards fly everywhere, and I'm usually going on a hunt for them. It's going to be fun. And Mercury retrograde. Guys, we're going to be doing a lot of stumbling over our words. It's going to be fun, right? Ooh. So who goes first on this? Danny, are you going first, or Jesse, you going first?
Whoever gets the reading first. Whoever gets.
All right. Well, okay. So I have 6 cards in front of me right now. I used daily messages from your angels and romance angels, both from Doreen Virtue, and you have steady progress, have confidence, play. You're taking this far too seriously, too hooked on an idea of what it was initially to begin with, that high-strung passion. But you guys have evolved a lot since the beginning of this relationship. So this is saying free yourself of that old conditioning that you guys had at the beginning of the relationship. Your personal evolution has been far too great to try to be concealed in that little bit of what you defined as a relationship. You are on that box right now. So you're calling each other in, but once you actually get out of your own head and start having fun with yourself, start doing things that make you expand as a person, your TF is going to be doing their work, and they're being brought in by the more that you focus on yourself, your passions, your evolution, your expansion. What makes you thrive in passion with joy is what's going to, make you irresistible to all those high vibrations anyways. They are part of that high vibration, and you being at your best, being that little ball of sunshine, a passionate sunshine, is what's dragging in all those high vibrations. Not even just the TF, but every option in life. It mirrors you. So that is what I got. Next person.
You up, Jess?
All right. Well, I completely agree with Erin. I feel that this is more about how you're approaching and handling your feelings. I'm curious to know if you've been kind of holding back or pushing down things that you're really feeling about your twin, because we have embrace your emotions, miracles and blessings, be in the present, makes a difference. So I think one of the biggest messages that's coming through for you right now is don't worry so much about titles and what it should look like and all these things, instead of just working, like Erin said, working on your vibration and things that make you happy, because you have the manifesting miracles. So it's saying that your dream is soon to become reality, but you have to trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So if you've been having these messages of, maybe I should start taking better care of myself, maybe I should be doing things to release this stress so I'm not constantly focused on this this imbalance that I'm kind of feeling. It kind of feels like a yo-yo right now. So I would say that this is about being in that present moment, learning to enjoy your life without the stipulation of what it should or should not be. And just know that you have the power to say no or walk away at any given time if you feel like it is disrupting your life or your peace, right? Sometimes we have to give each other distance in order for us to evolve to a more mature place, so we know how to deal with the emotions that are at hand and learn to enjoy those emotions on a higher level.
Absolutely. Yeah. You got the Prince of Wands, the World, and the Hermit. So the Prince of Wands is very passionate about this relationship. We can obviously tell that. The World is saying things are changing and turning anew in your life as you move towards this path that you've chosen. The Hermit in reverse is now it's not, now like we know you've done the work. They're saying now it's time to show action. And action, the action that needs to be taken is you've got bound, devotion, and family. So the bound card, Mystic Moon's bound card, is talking about being bound by the worries or strife of this, because there's a devil kind of in the back of the picture. Being bound by the worries and strife of you not coming together, or when is it going to happen, or even any questioning of this relationship, because when you do that, you're taking it out of creator's hands, or your guides that are supposed to help you bring this relationship in. And they're saying, if you let go of what you want, we will help bring it in, because they are devoted. The devotion card came up. They are devoted to you and this Four of Wands, this coming together and having this twin flame union. So that's your reading, Christina. I hope that helps you.
Let me just add another thing to that, because this was also, like it was in their spreads, you had express your love. And what I'm getting for that with the free yourself and calling in your soulmate, what would you do for your TF? How do you want to express that love and devotion, that unbridled passion for them? What activities would you want to take place with that person? All that high energy, that is something that you mirror outside. So if you want to be completely unbridled and passionate with them, then you have to show that to yourself. So if you get the inspiration that you want to do something for that significant other, again, taking off titles, go and treat that to yourself. You know, put yourself on that pedestal. You are this divine piece of being. You need to put yourself out there for the king or queen that you are. That is the most desirable thing for you in life, not even just as a partner, but as a human. Yeah, that. So I wanted to add that. Hope that that made sense. Let me know if that resonated. If any of this didn't resonate, guys, ask for clarification, right?
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Who's up next, Jess?
So number 2 is remaining anonymous, but they would like to know about April love.
All right, let's see what is up. I am getting to use Wisdom of the Oracle, and we're going to go with romance because it's romance. But let's see what comes up. And guys, if you are catching this live, at the end, make sure you check out all 3 of our channels and make sure you like, share, subscribe, because we are constantly doing readings and constantly doing lives, and it's always these fun interactions. Ooh. I love it. All right. So I had like 6 cards fly out of the first deck, and there's a 7th one that wants to come out, which is, oh, okay. I'm still not done yet. So if anyone pulls cards ahead of me, go ahead. Ooh. I love this. Okay, you guys have your card set yet?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
I got my cards. So if you guys aren't ready, I'm going to go. Anonymous,
Nope.
I hope
Yeah,
that
go
you're watching.
ahead.
You're having fun. All right. So again, I told you the decks that I used, and you have all upright except for message in a bottle. You're getting the signs and synchronicities. You are getting all the signs, but you are putting your blinders on like a horse walking through the city. You're like, I don't see it. I don't see it. I want it physically in front of me. However, that's a load of crap. You have observer, clean it up, building blocks, all that glitters, which means that you're flipping off the mask. New life, this is a new beginning. And then deep knowing, you've been getting every sign and synchronicity for this. You've been getting all these things that you have to do for yourself, how you have to purge yourself. You have a lot of purging to do right now. And what you are watching is that crumbling. It's like Rome is falling, and you're going to start to see it rebuild on a more solid foundation. This is a new beginning, but you have to actually process what is falling away right now. So keep it open mind. This is going to be totally different than what it was before. You, first off, it's like you're the Queen of Swords in this. You are cutting away all the BS, self-assured. You have that boundary set in place, but it's becoming sort of like a wall. You have to be a little bit more tender with that one. What's beyond the wall? Completely unbridled passion. There is so much physical chemistry there. It's almost borderline, like physical body obsession is what I'm getting. However, there's a lot of forgiving and learning to do, a lot of healing issues on both people's behalves. And if this is to come together, then you have to make sure that this isn't being projected in either person's life, because you guys are huge catalysts for each other. You guys bring up the shit in each other's lives very, very quickly. And it's uncomfortable because, it's not congruent with how you guys would be as a couple. It's 2 different worlds, but you have to filter out that second world to be that open mind and passionate partnership that is coming into play. Be open to communication and be open to healing. The purge is going to be uncomfortable, but it's a process. You completely got this. So that is what I got. next person.
Ladies first, Jessica, or you want me to take it?
Well, yeah. So I wasn't really sure where this was going. I do pick up a lot more on the healing process. We have releasing, rest and relaxation is essential. The world clarifying that with power and freedom. A lot of this is about releasing the things, like, you know, we go through these processes, and especially the really hard and troubling times. Sometimes us as light workers and empaths, we can do a lot of digging. We're going through these little nooks and crannies, trying to find any detail that we might have missed in order for us to release. But you've already gone through a lot of these processes, and it's still holding on to these memories, this guilt, this animosity, jealousy, whatever it is about this situation that you've been going through. This has been quite a story with this person, I feel, but it's time to release that, because you're putting yourself through pain over and over and over again. There has to become a place of acceptance for you. You might not have exactly what you want to see at this moment, but with the world card and the rest and relaxation being essential, it is time for you to take a step back, nurture yourself, care for yourself, and release things. I'm getting like Reiki, clearing it out, you know, but it's a lot to do with the heart space. There's a lot of pain still there, and I feel like that longing, that want, and it's almost kind of, it takes over at times. So that's when you really need to be able to pull back, ground yourself, stay in tune. And with the cards clarifying this, you know, these are the cycles that need to end. But when it comes to the acceptance, you know, instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Now, that's not saying that you walk away from this person in general. You know, you are going to have to give some distance in order for both of you to evolve. But it's also about saying no to your negative patterns as well. Like the way that you view yourself, the way that you talk to yourself, or talk about the relationship in general, no matter how you're looking at it. Always imagine it in the highest degree, even if it's not what you want at this time. Like Erin said, it doesn't mean that it won't be later. It's that preparing yourself. With freedom, there is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So it's all about what you're willing to do to step up to the plate in order to take care of yourself so you can come into union with this person. That's what I got.
Okay. Well, that's basically what I got too. Of course, right? So the two cards that I pulled out for you out of the Romance Angels deck is Separation and True Love. Mm-hmm. Enough said right there. It is true love. It is in a state of separation. Sorry, Anonymous. But with that, the King of Cups, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Prince of Swords in reverse. This isn't your first rodeo with this, and you are in your emotional power, and with the Eight of Swords in reverse, that's a good thing. You know this. It's a good thing. That means you're not all stuck up in your head. You're not bound. You are free by all means. You've set yourself free. You've rubbed your bindings on the swords, and you're the Prince of Swords is you can move swiftly now in whatever direction that brings you your joy. And really the cards I got from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck is now the work begins, and the work is in a different direction. It's pretty much letting go. I've got cycles, stuck, and metamorphosis in reverse. So the cycles that are needed to let go of now, are the is the connection, not entirely, because you can never let go of a true soul-based connection. But the stuck is that portion in the metamorphosis where you're moving forward with, how can I put this? It's not just more doing you, it's more of, you know, this connection that you want to nourish but hasn't kind of came about. You need to let go of it and just dive like straight into what's coming ahead. And really what's coming ahead is living like they're beside you, living your life to the best life to your ability, like they're beside you. And that there is what I've been doing lately, as of late too, is just, you know, this connection isn't going away, and I am to live my life as if they're right beside me. And making the decisions that I make, sometimes I hear their voice and they're saying, you know, maybe you should wear a jacket tonight on in the readings, or maybe you should take a right and go to the mountains and just sit where we used to sit, or, you know what I mean? Like, celebrate that, the gratitude and the time spent together, because you can't have separation without union, right? So at one point in time, you had union, move back into that energy, and you'll get unstuck. I pulled cards for the one in question, and the one in question is, she's an observer, or he is an observer, and they want to take action. The message is received, but what they're working on is self-worth. Oh,
Family stuff, dude.
That's a big one. But you know, they'll come around, and I hope that clarifies things for you in the month of April to come.
These are old wounds that need to be completely healed. Well, actually cleaned out so they can heal. Otherwise, it's going to fester.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so next we have Christina M, and she wants a general.
All right. I'm getting this. And this one. All right, so I'm getting daily guidance from your angels and the good tarot. We're going to see what's up.
Yeah, I won't do daily guidance for the angels, but I will pull from my new deck. And
show off.
Who's this for?
Christina M.
Christina M. Thank you, Christina Maria.
Yeah, guys, thank you all for showing up. I love this.
This is awesome. I know the last time I did it with me, Jess, and Jai, just the energy, man, and the love that came about just filled me right up.
I love going live. I love interacting with all of you. And obviously, I love, you know, finding the soul tribe. Ooh. All right. This is for Christina.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be freaking joking. Okay, this is great. Christina, you're a lucky duck. Oh my God.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Not gonna read all those. You are finding so much balance in yourself, in your space. You have gone through this whole reemergence. You are working with grounded energy. You already had your tower moments. You've been processing so many things. Now you're finding these harmonious soul-based relationships. You are finding your tribe. You are getting all of your needs met, mind, body, spirit. Your wishes are coming into fruition. I'm getting that you are working really highly right now with the law of attraction. Be very mindful. Keep that consistency with the expansiveness of your thoughts, because again, you're starting to see the results. And once you start to consistently see those, you start to get that fear of like, oh my God, am I doing this? Is this real? Is this imposter? Am I just lucky? You're not lucky. You've done the work. You've done the balancing. You've done the centering. You are finding balance in all sectors of life. So you actually went through the shaman death. Let your past go. That's what you just did. You're making a new commitment to yourself, to relationships that build you up as a person, a commitment to yourself not to settle for anything less than the best. And what does the best look like? It's so much different than what you allowed yourself to think. I even want to say from last summer, I think that your tower moment started at the end of July with all those damn eclipses. And then everything started crumbling, going down to the ground. You came up as a phoenix rising, and now you are witnessing people who have your best interests at heart, these mutually expansive relationships, opportunities in business. You are finding your path. And this is completely at purity. It's not that you are this high-end snobbish kind of person. Your heart is in the right place, and life is reflecting that. What you got is let your past go, collect $200. Yeah, no. Relationships, perfect timing. Wedding, this is all about recommitment to yourself, girly. Innocence, energy work. You have done the effing work. I'm so proud of you. You got the 10 of cups, well, 10 of water, 10 of cups. The 2 of water, 2 of cups. Transformation, that is your tower moment. And then you have the balancing earth, which is the 2 of coins. You've done the balancing act. You are really just watching the world through fresh eyes like a newborn, relearning everything with the purity of heart. And I love that. Congratulations. Don't allow yourself to get in fear mode and start doubting yourself or your power as a person. So that's what I got. Keep going. You're doing amazing. Next person.
Me. So I've got the 2 of cups, the 2 of pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So really there is love in your future for April, if that's what you're looking for. It's your choice. You may not choose yes, I'm not sure, but you are looking for passion, and I congratulate you on that. The big card that popped out is the transformation card, and this card is from Work Your Light Oracle. This is a MAJAI special that just came in today. Transformation. So you have done the work, and things are changing at a cellular level. There goes Mercury retrograde again. Deep healing is continue on that journey of deep healing, because like to me it can't never send you astray. The more, boom, exactly, yeah. The more you do for you, the more you get in return. But also let go of the things that you have no control of, because those are the things that your guides are supposed to help you with. So I hope that helps you moving forward this week and into April.
All right. So I have cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. And the green Tara, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. With the cards clarifying from the Earth Warriors Oracle, like it blows my mind how much these messages like really come together, and we have no idea what's going to come out of our mouths, but the whole soul tribe, Erin, like it's happening. And maybe that's what the 2 of Cups means for you too, Christina. It's about finding those deep soulful connections. It's about embracing the highs and the lows and watching yourself go through all these changes throughout the last several months and even years, how much you have truly grown. Like I can feel just this sense of pride coming up, especially from your ancestors. But they are allowing you, because, okay, cycles and rhythms here, and then we have here the mandala of the moon, and you see all the different phases. So if there's anything that the moon can teach us, and it's the same as the sun, You know, there's all these different shifts, and there's these cycles, and there's these phases that we go through, and they're all beautiful in their own way, and they each have their own meaning. So it's time to start embracing all these changes and the shifts that you have personally gone through, and embrace those cycles. Learn to dance to the own beat of your drum if that's already what you're doing. But that is what's going to lead you to this soul tribe. And that's where the clan of the wolf heart comes in. We are the ones you have been searching for, they say. And with Lena, what must be shall be. Again, look at the moon phases. So I would say that you're probably really affected by the different shifts and cycles within astrology, but this talks about everything that you have been hoping for, everything that you truly deserve, whether you believe it or not, is coming. It's all about how you honor yourself on a daily basis and continue the good work that you're doing and raising your vibration and knowing your worth. That's going to be the relationships that you attract to you. So keep up the good work. That's powerful.
Love it.
All right. So then we have Eleanor. Eleanor, did you have a question, hun?
I don't know if you noticed, but Tonk wants to be in the queue. She said she's going to pay later.
Cynthia already did.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Yep. I got her on the list at number 8.
Cool.
Hey, Channel for Grace, to answer you, I'm a Virgo sun, Capricorn rise, Scorpio moon, and a Venus in Leo. Thug life. It's just so amazing. All right, so this is for Maria. Getting this. This is the oracle. Oh, and I also have a Mars in Virgo as well.
Okay.
Mars is in my chart.
What was Maria's
so she
question?
said she wants more on new love.
More on new love.
You have options. Good God, woman. So sit back and observe what you have. The keys to a lot of love going on right now. All right, I'm going to pull cards. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you definitely do have options.
That's
They're like right out the gate. I don't know if you're online dating, but I definitely see a lot of communication through internet, instant messaging, text message, whatever the case may be. I feel like there's a lot of flirting involved. Maybe nothing too serious yet, because with the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Cups, I feel like you might either have an option between 2 or 3 people, but you're having a hard time actually making a decision on who brings that like sense of adventure for you, like who's actually sparking that candle. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light and creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. So,
all right, is that what you got? Are you done?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry.
I got in reverse. I got soulmates, never ending story. There's a reason why you have so many damn people after you right now. Here and now, imagine a new life. And then on the other deck, we got 7 of water. That's your options. Hermit. You want love, but you don't trust love. You have issues with love because of how many times you've been broken. So you're testing the waters to see who's coming to the surface for you. 8 of air, the Empress. You're sitting there on your throne seeing who is going to give you what offering and where it's going to take you. You want adventure in life. So I get that you're keeping everyone from afar. I get that there is, there's this, my Mercury retrograde showing. At least, okay, Jesus. Okay, so I initially wanted to say 3, but I get like there are 5 people who are interested in you at this moment. But there's 2 people who you are genuinely stuck between. There's 3 that are kind of like in the fog, you know, they're attractive, but can they hold a conversation? Do they mentally entice you? there is a lot of communication going on. And again, you want to see who's offering what to you, because you're not going to sell for less than the best anymore. But in the same breath, you have a wall up. You're acting like Rapunzel. I get that you've been hurt, but you have to allow yourself that healing and that vulnerability to see what actually is congruent to your heart and to what you want your world to look like. You're not ready to take the leap forward into relationships. You have to be open to relationships, which you're not there yet. You want to heal that heart. You want to heal all those wounds that previous lovers have given you, because they've promised you the world. You've gotten really far with them, and then it retracted. That's devastating, and I get it. So this is saying that, okay, yeah, that was rough, but don't let it make you stone. You have to imagine what you want your future to look like. What does that love look like? And I feel like it's a really nurturing and maternal kind of love. Not saying that you're looking for a mother figure, but you want something that's going to, cradle you at night. Gentle love. Gentle and passionate love. That's what you want, but you have to focus on the here and now and focus on your healing first before you'll even allow a relationship to come into play. It's a safe distance. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if it didn't. And Danny, your turn.
What was the name of the person we're reading for?
Eleanor.
Oh, Eleanor, sorry.
Yeah, Ellie, this is yours. So Ellie, the Empress shows up with the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. So you obviously have anything and everything at your disposal as far as suitors go. The Empress is in her full power, and she has passion all over her. Base chakra red, all up in her dress. You also, out of the angel cards that the romance angel cards that I pulled for you, you have past relationship. You are known to each other from before. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take with the make an effort. So out of all these suitors, it's you that has to make the effort in moving forward. What effort that may be and who that may be is the one that makes your heart sing the most. If you have, if you know of the ones that may have a choice, you may have a choice with, I take action and move forward to the one that makes your heart sing the most. And you may be surprised. I've fallen in love with those that I had no idea I could fall in love with. Or, they were either friends or they were just too kind of geeky for me at the time, but they grew on me. But you really have to put that extra foot forward and step into your Empress power. Absolutely. That is you. And go for it.
Love it.
I hope that helps, Ellie. If not, you can ask for clarification.
That too. All right, who is next?
We have Christian next, and she would like a general read.
All right.
The new deck.
I'm getting daily guidance from your angels and wisdom of the oracle. So let's see what comes up, Christian. All right. Fair enough. Fine. Ooh.
Okay, so Christian's actually a friend of mine, and I already pulled her card. So if y'all are okay with me, y'all still pulling? Okay. So Christian, you're going, I'm so sorry. I don't know if y'all can hear my dog, but he is snoring like crazy. So we have endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. Now you're going through this purification process. It is time for cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. You need to stay focused with the Guardian card. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So it is about standing up for yourself through this purification process. Don't let other people take advantage of you. allow the healing to occur so you're not repeating the same patterns. But she also always has her eye on the mark. So you need to be clear with your intentions and learn to express yourself better through the art. So start getting that creative energy flowing in order to, allow things to move. You have to make space in order for new things to come in, and, being creative or being active is a good way to do that.
Wow. So out of the Work Your Light Oracle deck, I've got Unbound, Releasing Soul Patterns, Contracts, and Past Lives. Mm-hmm. And I also pulled Air Guardian, Shift Your Perception. Change the way you think and you will change your whole reality. The Air Guardian card represents the angels of the air element. Traditionally, air is all about thoughts, thinking, and everything that's happening in the mind. So these angels can help you overcome any thoughts that come back to haunt you from the past. Ooh. And to see the world more clearly. These are guiding you to change the way you think about certain situations, as this could be standing between you and greatness. And the Unbound, Releasing Soul Patterns and Contracts in Past Lives, really what I got from that is you are not being held back by anything from past lives or past contracts that have been made either in this life prior to this point in time or in past lives. And that is your mantra that you should be saying, is this is not what's going to keep me stuck, because I have paid my dues and I am digging deep within to relieve all this this stuff, and I'm giving it up to the Air Guardian to shift my perception into being able to manifest what I want in my life in the weeks and months to come.
My turn.
Your turn.
Wait, are you done?
I'm done.
All right. I got ground yourself, have confidence, heart chakra. Go for it. Yeah, I got a lot of cards for you. Giving and receiving, let your past go, law of attraction, and play. And then on the next set, we have Come to the Edge, Unfinished Symphony, and Milk and Honey, Peace, All That Glitters, and Building Blocks. So yes, you are breaking away from just thinking that life has to be so hard. You think that everything, or you've been taught to believe that everything has to be a struggle. Relationships have to be a struggle. It's a lot of work. Life is a lot of work. Success is a lot of work. And it's depleting in itself. So you need people who are bringing you up. You need to allow for there to be playtime. You need to allow that spiritual muscle of yours to get some rest. You are constantly flexing that spiritual muscle. You constantly have to have that guard up, because everyone just takes and takes from you. And it's not what you can do. You cannot give from an empty well. So this is saying you are ready to jump into that self-care, that expression. You're ready to replenish your resources. And I completely agree with Jess. Artistic expression, I feel like yours is more geared towards music. I feel like music is very cathartic for you, for setting the scene, for expressing what you can't put into words at the moment. And also I feel like you have a knack for music, whether it's writing or singing, but something about it, it is your heart opening up. It breaks your heart open so the floodgates can, just go everywhere. You have such a nurturing and giving heart. But the thing is, there's been no reciprocation. So that is what's putting on that, I can't do this anymore. I can't be this drain anymore. So stepping into that expression, replenishing your energies and your vitality is going to lead you into seeing how easy life can be for you. It doesn't have to be hard. Love doesn't have to be hard. Relationships don't have to be hard. They can be work, but it's progressive work. It's not trying to contain anyone through miscommunication or having power over one another. You're flipping off the mask to see who is actually just trying to have an authority of you in your life. Who has to have you under their thumb for their sense of their own greatness? It's a very egotistical thing that you're dealing with right now, but you're going to pull away from those energies by either pulling the cord completely or putting up respectable, non-negotiable boundaries. What are your deal breakers in your world? Assert them. And that's going to be the foundation that you build the rest of your platform on. I hope that that made sense. You are doing the work, but you are exhausted. So really practice some self-care right now. Seriously, if you can, after this, go buy a pint of ice cream, watch some crap TV. So this is what I got for you. I hope that it resonated.
Give it up to the air guardian.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so Jai is next. Do you have a question? Hey, Jason's in here.
Hey, Jason.
Jason,
Jason.
Ray White.
How you doing? I love your shows. Yeah, Danny got me into you. It's good stuff.
Awesome to see you here, bro. I'll make you a moderator so you can do the flip side of being me.
A million thumbs up. I love it. You're awesome. Okay, so who is next? It's Jai. Jai, do you have a question? Okay, so actually, I'm being pulled to life changes for you. I'm being pulled to 2 new decks for you, girly. All right, so whatever your question is, we'll gear these towards, but this is what I'm being pulled to. During virtue, baby.
Oh no, Jai. You got divorce coming.
It's all downhill from here. No, it's never like
I would like messages from my grandmother about my dog Leo. That is scheduled to be put down because of degenerative myopathy. Yeah, Jessica got it. I can't even. Myopathy.
Oh, you're feeling the heartache. You're second guessing yourself, girly. All right, Jess, you're going first, I think.
I'm not ready.
Oh, me neither. Okay. I was thinking of interrupting. Sorry. All right. I love that so many messages come out for you guys. Seriously, it's like reading a novel. Okay. All right, so first and foremost, you have a ton of cards, Jai, and I hope that you're cool with it. I'm not reading half the deck, but cards came out. Keep charging ahead. Don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. To make your decision, ask yourself which way brings you closer to your purpose, which one takes you away from it. You've had to learn how to make a lot of tough decisions in this life, and it's like hoping for a miracle at the end of it, but sometimes the miracle is the miracle of release for you. So yoga and exercise, you got to get out of your own head with this. You got to you've been in hermit mode. So you've been really just staying at home, taking care of the home base, doing the minimal amount of work, but you are a person and an energy that requires a lot of movement, a lot of forward momentum. And let's see, it's not a favorable time right now. I got it. All right, let me read the rest of these cards. All right, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars, a happy new home, a happy new place of employment. This is really breaking the eggshell. You are feeling everything bottleneck, and afterwards it's going to be like this, it's just, you're going to be out in the open. You're going to be exposed and vulnerable. You made a tough decision. You made a decision that you know that you can't go back from. I feel like you are pulling the life cord off of a dear and beloved family member because, you know, animals are dear and beloved family members. There is a finite time they're here for. But what is at the end of this? Death is not, the physical death is not the end of something's journey. So really, you are seeing this animal who has served its life purpose, its physical life purpose has brought so much joy to your home. And there's this idea of not knowing what's after that. So you are feeling, I don't know what's after this. And is it just gone? It's not just gone. And I know that you know that, but since we're being faced with it and you have to make that decision, this is merging the spiritual concept that you are so well versed in and still being human. Allow yourself to have the ugly cries over this. You have to be able to process this. And once you make this tough decision, you are on a new platform because this is, again, you breaking out of that eggshell. It's a time to give birth to new ideas. Again, you are going to have a space in your life, not a void, but what are you going to put on that? It's going to be unconditional love and understanding. It's going to be something like the law of detachment, whatever suits your needs. This is about these hardships. You're going to get through it. And you have a lot of this coming in from past lives. That's why you've steered away from it so much in this life. So try and see things through your animal's point of view. What kind of a life did it have? How loving and nurturing was your guys' connection? It was all there. You gave that animal everything it needed in life. There was no fallback for it. It lived its life. It's lived its purpose, and it's going to continue its mission on the other side without the constraints of the body of itself shutting down. So there's one more message that wants to come through on here with this family changes. And no, I want another one. All right. Be true to you, religion, spirituality. It's going to give a whole new element of spirituality to you. You're going to get that sense of oneness coming your way. And all right. You feel like you're a mom losing a child. And I'm really sorry that you feel that. But this is going to open you up to a lot more reception, because believe it or not, there is going to still be trauma after this. And with trauma, you become more what's the word I'm looking for? I can't say it. Susceptible to messages. So I hope that makes sense. You can do this. You have support and you are loved. And the animal has loved you its entire life, and it thanks you. So I hope that made sense.
I've never gotten a message from a puppy dog before, but somebody wants to say something to you. And you've got three, I pulled 3 tarot cards for you: the Princess of Pentacles, the Alchemist, and the Prince of Pentacles. So money works is really what the Alchemist is talking about, is manifestation through and healing your heartache through doing. And the doing could very well be this Earth School for Light Workers that's happening on Saturday. It's really where you need to put your focus. And I got 2 cards from the Mercury Light Oracle deck. The Ever Unfolding Rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Really what spoke to me was the Angels and Ancestors Oracle card, because take care of your needs is what the wolf says. And I know your puppy dog is a husky. So I think really what he's saying is, with the heart guardian as well, love and let yourself be loved. And know that he loves you. And he's not leaving you. He's just leaving this form into becoming an angel to help you from that side. So my love goes to you. And when this has to come to play, I know there's gonna be some grieving time for you. But
yeah, I'm feeling it too, Danny.
Yeah, know that your tribe is here for you. And by answering your call and stepping forward, he's leaving you so that you have that extra amount of energy and play to put forward into the work that you're about to stepping into your purpose. So, Jai, I hope that helped you. I'm going to get myself together.
I totally understand what y'all are feeling right now. So I have a quick question, Jai, because the messages and the visions that I'm having coming through, like after hearing all these messages and what I already have, were you planning on doing like a specific thing with, I don't know if you were planning on getting him cremated, but that's kind of the sense that I'm getting, is that there's going to be like some little road trip or something that y'all would take in remembrance of him, to take some time out afterwards, or even before, I don't know, but it feels like there's some sort of trip involved in memory of him. And I feel like this would be a really good idea if you have not thought about that, because I know that this is going to be a really hard situation for you. We have adventure and vulnerability, and everything that both of you were saying they're in the descriptions of these cards. Like, getting away, taking that time, allowing yourself to feel the emotions, and getting that time to disconnect in order to reconnect with the signs and synchronicities around us. So do something relaxing that would be, peaceful, or, fun for you, to not like be in that moment of that loss and that grief, but in that memory of love, right? And you're going to see the signs and synchronicities that he's going to send you, I promise. Yeah. So if you weren't thinking about doing like a little road trip with his ashes or something to a pretty place, like I would do that, because I do see it. I see y'all taking a small trip and doing something in memory of him. That is where you're going to see the big signs. Okay. It's going to be very clear for you that he's going to be okay, but he's waiting for this to be, he's preparing. I think if it's your grandmother, like there's just this moment that you're going to be like, yeah. So take that time to get through that moment and move out of grief, but to remember all that you had and everything that you've done together, because that's the most important part. Okay.
Also,
absolutely.
With that cremation thing, there's a paw mark. So you're going to have the paw put in, like, you know how when we have little kids and they do that hand thing in school? I feel like that's also going to be part of the cremation thing. So you get to have like the medallion thing with you at all times.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So, okay, well, I hope that helps, Jai. At least give you a little piece. Next, we have Christina. She paid for Sheila. So whatever Sheila wants, Sheila gets.
Sheila, whatever you want, then you get her.
We have the circle thing going on right here. Oh, wait, we're back. We're back.
Rebecca.
All right, so what does Rebecca want for a reading?
Or no, it's Sheila's reading,
Sheila.
right?
Sheila.
My own girl. All right.
Sheila, what's up?
What up, G-Funk? Ooh.
They always want to go with warrior.
I've never heard that before.
Baloney.
And Christina, thank you so much for paying for Sheila. That's just that's what I'm talking about, Soul Tribe, right?
Oh, I love it. Everyone just kind of is there as a major support and takes care of each other. And the expansion, holy shit, guys. Ooh, okay. Sheila, girly, you are in the right for choosing the fork in the road that you did. This is about your heart expansion. This woman, this is your commitment. You are not alone in this. You are not going to be left alone. You're not going to fail in this. You don't have to do damage control by going inwardly. You don't have to question why you spent so many times doing this for so many years and what you're breaking away from, why you did it for so many years. The point is you are solid in your decision. You've crossed the finish line and you know completely through exhaustion the kind of lifestyle you do not want to leave. It doesn't mean that you're not blessed. You completely own how blessed you are. You have love. You have family. You have, you know, you can change any environment. You are realizing that you are not a tree and that you are able to move anywhere in the world and that you are going to be taken care of and that you are going to be welcome. Your presence is going to be welcome. I think that you work with this fear of rejection and you haven't even gotten to know a place yet. It's just initial rejection. I don't know where you get that sense of inferiority complex, but you are this amazing individual. So this is a commitment to your path, your heart unfolding, and trustworthy guidance, you have to allow yourself to be awakened and step into the next phase of your life. You, like this other person we were just reading for, you're bottlenecking. Now you're going to get to your destination, but whether or not you get there kicking and screaming and exhausted is completely your call. Be brave, take the next step. You don't have to see everything in front of you. Take the next step, acclimate, take the next step after that, and then acclimate. You don't have to rush. It's not a race. You've already completed the race and the finish line. Now you're resting and you're building up your body strength again. I really hope that made sense. This is your heart opening, heart unfolding, and you have all the support in the world. This is what came out. And again, to walk away from something doesn't mean that you weren't blessed in it. It had stability. It had what you needed at the time. And now you're needing more. And that's okay. Next person.
You good, Jess, or do you need more time?
I'm good.
Okay.
So we have blessings from the sun, Hanapacha. Okay. Medicine of the rainbow jaguar. And she with an Indian emerald heart. I don't know why they're always they make me drawn to the earth warrior or oracles for you. I can't speak today. But this is that moment. It's almost like this phoenix, right? This rising from the ashes. You have been through so much, Sheila. Oh my goodness. But this is that moment where you truly embrace everything that you have been through, and knowing that this energy can carry you to new heights. Like, you don't have to stay with these old patterns, and you're finally breaking free from those. But with the medicine of the rainbow jaguar, this talks about having that that power, that place where you are strong. And I don't want to say defensive, but that's what it is. It's protecting those who are indifferent, and the things that are indifferent inside of you that maybe you didn't necessarily accept before or like about yourself. But now it's coming to that place of, you know what? Yeah, I'm different. I'm amazing at being different. I'm different from this person, and I'm different from that person, and we can all be different. And that's part of your life purpose, is expressing your originality, your authentic truth, and creating that space for others to do the same. So that's what makes you such a beautiful soul, though, Sheila, because you have such a big heart, and you just want people to feel love and acceptance the same way that you do. And by opening yourself to these opportunities and realizing, by breaking away from the mold and the lies that we live in order to feel accepted, or not feel judged or ridiculed for being our authentic selves, you end up creating a space with the love and support that you give people to open up to do that for themselves. So take that if that helps you with your life purpose, because I know you've been, kind of questioning where all that leads, but that's what you do. You have such a big heart, and you allow people to have that space in your life just to be them. And it's beautiful for me personally. I hope that makes sense.
Love it.
So I got a bunch of cards for you that speak to a couple things. I'm going to try and keep it short enough, but specifically, you've got the alchemist or the magician, the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, and the Three of Cups in reverse. So party time is over. Really, when it comes to tarot, I truly believe that you have the ability to take the cards that are dealt and either turn them upright or turn them upside down on their heads. And that's what the manifestations that the magician are calling for you to do right here, is take that Five of Pentacles and feeling left out in the cold and spin that right around, saying, you know what, that's not going to be me. You know, I have stepped into my power and I'm moving forward in the direction. You've signed up for the Earth School for Light Workers. You're moving in this direction that is holding steadfast and true to yourself. And that is the direction that absolutely I am on and in the same boat with you. So you can take that 3 of Cups and turn it upright and celebrate. Be celebratory. Not, is it celebratory? Not celibate. Yeah, that's right. Celebrate and give thanks for that, for what you have coming to you and what you're moving forward in, because that is your rite of passion or rite of passage. The initiation card came up for you. Crossing the threshold is exactly what you need to do right at this moment to move forward into the next and get yourself out of this. And the Druid is hold space for you. Hold space for you, Sheila. And watch what you get out of it. Because you are the manifester of your life. So that's what I got for you, Sheila. I hope that helps.
Awesome.
Powerful.
So then we have Cynthia next, and she would like to know about her career. She says she does not feel that she is in the right place and would like some guidance on what to do.
Tonk slappy.
All right, let's see what's up, Grasshopper.
Oh, that popped out quick.
Tonk, I can give you a career and make you a moderator.
All right, so I'm going to use Ask Your Guys from Sonia Chiquette, and I think messages from your angels. Okay. Intuition and empathy.
What's your sign again, Cynthia? Gem.
All right. Does anyone have cards pulled yet? I have a few in front of me, but I don't want to go in case anyone else is ready.
Oh, you can go. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So you got a card that fell to the ground. Hang on. Floor, whatever. Okay. All right. So you have intuition, empathy, suffering, discipline, deceit, and despair. You never let people see you suffer. You never let anyone see you less than perfect. It's like you were taught if you're not, excreting rainbows, then there is something wrong with you and you don't want to be the person in the wrong. It's bad to be in the wrong. Please don't look at me like that. I'm stronger than I look. I can do this. Yes, you can do it, but it doesn't mean that it's meant for you. You don't require such discipline, such restriction. You don't crave that sort of set schedule. You don't work a 9 to 5. You are not a 9 to 5 person. You can work for people, but it's not your calling. I mean, you can listen to people, you can give them the respect that they deserve or however it feels, but it's not your path. You need to be in a place that allows for more voice, allows for more speaking, allows for the freedom to change the days. You don't want to be, stuck, just having maybe a Sunday off. Sometimes you work on Saturdays too. Saturdays are a big deal for you. But it shows that you can do something. I get it. Persistence, consistency, stability. Those are all really important things. But at what cost? You're suffering because you can't express yourself. So also what you got is you're a light worker. Lo and behold, you're a light worker. Chances are, if you're watching one of these channels, you're going to be somewhat empathetic and somewhat spiritual. I'm just going to put it out there. But yes, you are a light worker. You are here to bring up vibration, but you can't do that if you yourself are an anchor. You are flying high. You are getting that second oomph, that wind, that world of possibilities is starting to open up to you because you have been so contained in that box while you are growing. It's like you're getting ready to burst out. You are experiencing birthing pains right now. So this is falling in love with yourself, falling in love with finding your path. You have to allow yourself the space to be alone, to be in solitude, not to be in that healing mode, because you're already starting to do the work, which is why you're so uncomfortable to begin with. But because you need to give that direction. What is a priority in life for you? What makes you thrive as a person? So spending time alone, meditate, your answer is going to come to you. And right now, don't let doubts start to boggle your mind and get you back into a box you no longer fit. This is birthing pains. It's meant to happen. It's not going to last forever. You're going to get your answer, but you have to find out what your priorities are and what makes you sing as a person. So find out what your soul truth is by going into solitude. Create a checklist. In fact, when you wake up, I want you to take note of your dreams and take note of what your priorities are when you first wake up. And that also includes setting 5 intentions for the day. I don't care if it's as simple as going to the bathroom as soon as you wake up. Congratulations, you just fulfilled one of them. But keep going. It's going to expand and you're going to find your priorities. I hope that that made sense.
I can go.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Tonks, the card for you, the angel card for you is, what do you desire, is the question at hand right now. I'll read this card. You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. That's giving it up to your guides and letting them manifest for you. I also got the 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is a happy life, and you're moving towards it, but you have to move away from the getting scraps and feeling like you're dependent on things that don't serve you, Tom. So when you let go of that shit, which it is, and you say, you know what, I have to know what I desire first, and I'm going to make a list, go into the new moon with that list and say, you know, this is what I desire for this next cycle in my life. And by all means, they shall give it. Ask and ye shall receive.
Yeah. You good? You done?
I'm good. I'm done.
Okay. Just making sure. So yeah, with Cynthia, and listen, this goes back to the session we had the other day too. Like, legit, everything that they're saying is pretty much adding up to what you already know. Your intuition's already telling you this ain't where you need to be. And that started last weekend. Okay. You are heading in such a better direction when you actually make up your mind of what makes you happy. Okay. And you already said, this doesn't make me happy. I do not feel fulfilled. I do not feel challenged. I do not feel, anything towards this. It's just security. Well, listen, I can tell you, when you go in the direction of what actually is calling to your heart and actually feels good, you are going to go off the charts. Okay. Not only do I have the 10 of Cups as well, Danny, but I have the 10 of Pentacles. I have the 9 of Pentacles. I do see you have the 8 of Pentacles with the 9 of Pentacles. So I don't know, it could be either you partnering up with an earth sign, but I feel like this is more about you taking the slow but steady, methodical steps towards your growth and paying attention to the details of your evolution, working on whatever you feel that brings you happiness, that makes you feel inspired and creative. Because the 2 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, it's just this constant progression towards greatness. And there's so many opportunities that are going to land in your lap. But you are going to have to do the work. You're going to have to start believing in yourself and realize that you are capable of these opportunities showing up and you being able to master every single one of them. But you have the free will choice to choose which one you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever your heart desires. But first you have to figure out what your heart actually desires. And you have to release the past stuff of feeling like you have to live in this mundane, ritualistic life. It's not necessary. It's time for you to have fun, embrace it, and start believing in yourself, because it's all here, girl. It's all here.
Absolutely.
Love it.
All right. Well, the last one we have on the list, y'all, is Rebecca White. So, Rebecca, do you have, and that is Rebecca J on here. So, Rebecca, do you have a question, hun?
Guys, if you're on this live, I see there's 16 of you. Hi, what's up? If you want to have your own personal reading, make sure that you make that donation to Jess, and you can ask anything under the sun. We are completely here for you. You have 3 readers using multiple decks. It's actually a lot of fun, and it's a pretty damn good deal in my opinion.
Yes.
I love doing collaborations too.
I know, right? It is. It's amazing. I will say too, what was I gonna? Oh, don't forget to like the video, y'all. I'm the only one that has liked it so far. So
are you kidding me? I totally liked it.
Did you? It only says 1, and it's got a blue thumbprint on my side.
I've got 11.
You two's better get it together.
I got 11.
Seriously, you two get together. Amateurs.
But thank you for liking.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you guys for showing up.
I'm not 16 likes? Really? I don't see any. Why does it say 1 on my end? It says 15 watching.
That's so weird.
It's fine. We're here. So,
sorry.
So who are we reading for, and what's the question?
This will be for Rebecca. She's in the room as Rebecca J, and she said she wanted some information or guidance about the energy between her and her twin.
Ooh, okay. So I don't know if you identify as a masculine or feminine, but somebody's balancing the toxic masculine with a more expansive feminine, and they are seeing how they had they're seeing how they have had that cause and effect with you. They're seeing that projection that they have bestowed upon you that had nothing to do with you, but it was a projection from old wounds that they didn't heal. So they're seeing you as you are, seeing you in your growth and breaking your cycles, facing your junk, and they're imagining how they can actually come back into the picture. I don't know if you're in union or if you've heard from them. We're in retrograde. We're hearing from a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I've heard from an ex for 2 days in a row, and exchanging gifts. That there's going to be a lot of growth displayed on the front, on yours, on theirs, but it's going to be in small increments because there needs to be a safety established because of how this was left. I feel like it was a heavy outpour. So it has to be an established safety. They have to show that they have grown, because you're not going to take it by word anymore. We're done with words. We want to see actions. And let's see. Peace, and let's see what else came out. All that glitter. Oh God, humility does not become you, darling. So you know what? You are so used to being quiet about yourself. When you are talking about yourself, you have got to be a booming voice. You have to be your biggest fan. You are friggin' amazing. You've done amazing work. That can be part of your peace. That can be part of you finding your balance, because you've been so silent for so long. All that glitters is gold with you. You have the Midas touch. You've been facing your stuff. You are walking into the land of milk and honey, but you are not going to take the bees that come along with it. So when people are coming to the table with you, when you are getting these little, either these 5th dimension attachments, which, we get those in dreams, we get those in signs and synchronicities. Yeah. Allow it to display itself. Don't push it away and ask it to test itself. See it for what it is, see it for its growth, because the more appreciation for that, the more that it's going to open for you. And there is one more message that's coming in through here. End of an era, heavenly signs. Yeah, woman, you've been getting signs and synchronicities. And you know what? I feel like you've been getting a lot of signs through TV, you know, like through commercials, just something will abruptly stand out amongst the static of it. There is going to be a lot of, I feel like communication is going to be a thing for you. I feel like someone's going to be reaching out to you, and you've been feeling it too. Stop pushing it off. You doubting it, it's only going to create more reason to doubt. Just appreciate and be open and receptive and watch. See what they're going to do. But also, don't settle. Just because you're watching doesn't mean you're accepting something. So I hope that made sense. Oh yeah, I got to show you the cards. All right, and this is what came out. Yeah, round and round was in reverse, breaking those damn cycles. Yeah, a lot of cards, I get it, but you know, I don't really have a condition for how many cards come out. So who's next?
I can go.
Go ahead, Danny.
So there is recognition of this divine partnership that came out through the cards. They're saying summertime, third party, which could be addictions or just something that's keeping you two from coming together. But I know with the fresh start, crossroads, and the deception in a reverse, things are changing in your relationship. They are not the same. And this return, what you're looking for, is to come. And I maybe you guys are talking, but it's not what you're kind of hopeful for. It's all in due time and due process, because that crossroads has been crossed. And last summer. Okay. Well, if you're not in communication, let's see here. Yeah, the signs. You are talking, and I'm watching. Thank you so much. Yeah, so really the return that you're looking for, you guys are at a crossroads, but there has been some third party work that's been done. So really what they're saying with these cards here is free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So when they do come back, it's okay, Rebecca. When they do come back in the capacity that you were hopeful for, drop all expectations, because no one will ever kind of be who we want them to be, and that's not really unconditional love either. So stay in that unconditional love, that no matter how they come, you're going to be open. You're going to have an open heart and an open mind for them in their state, and then move towards that divine feminine energy of where, you know, I love you and we can work through this together, you know. Yeah. And then I don't know if you had a question on the side that the card that came out was no. So wait, postpone, pause, or say no. Wait, postpone, pause, or say no. So say yes to you maybe, and say no if the energy that does come to you isn't what you're feeling like you can handle at the moment. You know, just play this by ear as they do come back, and that's what I have for you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just writing down Joanna. Joanna is going to be our last one, y'all, because I have a long day tomorrow. So we will close out on Joanna. So I'll read my message for Rebecca, but Joanna will be the last one, okay?
Whatever works.
All right. So for you, Rebecca, I have faith. Okay. And this does go a lot with what Danny was just saying about, you know, having faith that certain things are taking a turn and not focusing so much on what the current circumstance is, but what it has the potential to be in the future. So this is taking you through this transformation process, and it says, trust your faith in this situation. When we truly believe that things will work out, that faith will confidently see us through. The angels are with you. This is something that you can have complete faith in. Knowing simple truths will give you the answers that you are seeking. Love is an act of faith. And then we also have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So it's releasing those attachments of what you feel it should look like or how much time you should be spending together. And sometimes we get so wrapped up in these energies, and I completely understand when you have these really, and I don't know about the whole twin flame thing yet. I'm not really sure, but I know having Aries and Venus is a very powerful, like, love sick energy when it gets heightened, and it's like being away from someone that you're connected to can almost make you physically ill, right? So it's about bringing it down a bit and keeping in touch with our emotions and having faith that if the situation is truly meant to be in our lives, which I do feel that this is what is meant to happen, is that uniting, it's a part of the transformation for both of you and bringing your bond even closer together, not taking it so seriously that you can't enjoy the time that you get. Because say you are physically apart for quite some time, you hang out, and then all you're talking about is how much time you spent away from each other. It's those kind of energies. You want to make sure that you're keeping it light, keeping it playful, and knowing that even though they're not physically there, they're still there. There's that energy, that there's nothing missing with the connection between y'all. It's just not looking the way that you thought it would. So release those attachments, have faith, because everything's working out as it should. Enjoy yourself. And friendship was on the bottom. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So just have fun and, be friends and get to know them on a deeper level, and know that that connection's there and it's not going anywhere.
Awesome. So the last one's Joanne. Did Joanne have a specific question?
I did not have a note for her. So
it was a general question, just
right.
General guidance.
The
general guidance I got for her was energy work. Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are active to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. And notice the signs. Yes, the signs you have been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path. You are never alone. And the inner temple, devotion. Tune into the porthole of your life. So really, what I'm being guided to is that you also got the Fool card, the Tower in reverse, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So you have come through a bit of a darkness, and you're looking out onto the out into the futures of your life, and really, what the message here is to stay tuned to the synchronicities in your life, the little whispers on the wind, whispers of grace, even that are there to guide you towards abundance, towards everything that you are hopeful and wanting in your life. And that may be energy work. That may be light work. I'm not sure if you're interested in that. But I know if you're on this channel, usually people that are interested in energy and tarot are mystified by what that means and how they can spread light throughout their life. So your devotion and tuning into that portal of your heart will guide you through those synchronicities into a future that's filled with love and light. And that's all I got.
Jess, do you want to go next?
Yeah. So especially with the whole light workers thing coming up, I really feel that you might be having some reservations about stepping into this line of work and wondering if you can make a living doing this to support you and what you're trying to do for others. But this is about, and that's one of the hardest things that we have to remember. And it's all about our intentions too. If we go into doing our being of service, only thinking about what the profit's going to be, then we're doing it for the wrong reasons. When we stay aligned to be in service, and listen, it's a process. Not everyone gets on, makes a channel, and is an overnight success. And it all depends on the process you're going through. But this is a time for you to release the resentments about money. I don't know if you've been struggling with that for a while and maybe your relationship with money isn't so well, but especially when it comes to having that flow, right? We want to have that equal energy exchange, but we also have to be careful of us not being willing enough to receive it either, because I used to catch myself with it all the time. It's about saying, yes, I accept these opportunities, and I'm not too bold to say like, hey, I deserve this opportunity. This will give me the opportunity to do this for this group of people or this charity or whatever the case may be. Every opportunity that comes to your doorway is an opportunity for you to serve in other ways. So don't look at it as people giving you a handout or whatever the case may be. And don't feel like you can do it, like you have to do it all on your own. This is why this is happening right now. And it's beautiful. You will align yourself with the right people that are on the same mission as you when you figure out what that mission is. And no matter what all light workers come with a different set of skills to spread love and compassion and understanding. No matter what it is, we all have a purpose and we all have our own way of doing it. But a good way for you to get that flow and to see that abundance coming in is by doing service work and donations or charity. Let go of the guilt or resentment around money in general, and just remember to stay in line with being in service. That is when you have the right intentions, everything falls in line.
Are you done?
Yep.
All right, my turn. First and foremost, Joanne, how is that purge going? All right, so yeah, you've been completely depleted and you're having a lot of personal realizations and epiphanies, stuff that you know is just completely BS for your life. Stuff that you have put up with for so long that is BS for your life. And I feel like you are angry. I feel like you are welcoming the new, but you are welcoming it with a fire. I feel like you're working with a lot of Leo energy. So check, see where that is in your chart. But you are picking up on a whole new world of surroundings. You're working on a whole new level of friends. You're working on whole new ideas for career. You're working on a whole new image for yourself. You've been this character for so long in your life, just being that for other people, honing down your own skills because it made other people feel threatened. It made people feel unsafe, but it wasn't a safety issue. It's just, you're so much more expansive as a person. Your dreams are so big. You want everything to be glitz and glamour and gold. And it's okay to want big. It's okay to want bougie, but you're just starting to be okay with that because you're seeing how everyone is take away their titles and see them as the flawed person that they are. And oftentimes they have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to you being you. So now you've been through the ringer, you're hitting life, you're hitting the ground running on life. You're feeling that fire in you, that ignition. And it is that renewed life. You're welcoming the new. You're welcoming the gold. You want your gold chalice, for God's sakes. You have appreciation for everything that you've been through in life. You have appreciation for things that you want. You're learning to be okay with wanting more is the main thing. You could have an issue with money because you've been dogged down to believe that, you know, this is something that you need to hoard. You know, it's scarce. Bull crap. You have this in your world. You have the gifts. You have the talent. You have everything in front of you. And God help anyone who tries to make you feel belittled again, because I feel like you will energetically set them on fire and watch them burn and roast marshmallows on them. So I mean that in a very philosophical way. Not literally, we're not psychos here, but you're welcoming this new phase of your life. You are coming out of the chrysalis. You're done with that gooey, unknown phase of life. And again, you're ready to fly big. Get to it. You're doing so wonderfully. And again, to step away from everything doesn't mean that you didn't appreciate it. That was a hard lesson and you're still angry about it. Process it. Don't hold back on the process. Feel it out entirely. Don't say, okay, I've done enough. Let yourself know completely when enough is enough. And I hope that that made sense. I hope that you appreciate this reading. These are the cards that came out for you.
Thank you so much for everybody for coming to this MAJAI readings with Danny, Jessica, and Erin. I'm so happy to have, like I'm sure we all are, to have been able to serve you tonight. And I'm hoping that in the future you'll keep an eye open for MAJAI readings, because this is a thing, I would say.
Guys, everyone, thank you for showing up tonight. Thank you for, you know, having us all read for you. This was an amazing thing. I can't wait to do this again with you guys. So, Jess.
I just want to thank everyone for trusting us with personal messages, gaining clarity and closure on anything you may need. We are not only good friends, but I think a powerful team, and I can't wait to do this again with y'all. It's always a pleasure talking and collaborating with all of you, and especially constantly having our tribe show up, not only for themselves, but for us too. Y'all are awesome, and I love it. But yeah, if anyone needs more clarity on any of your readings that you got today, or if anyone did not get reached, reach out to us. All of our information's there, and you know, we're always here to be in service and help those who need it. So just make sure you're taking care of yourselves in the process. And I appreciate all of you.
Yeah, guys, if you need clarification, want to book your own personal reading, reach out to any one of us. That's what we're here for. And we love you guys so much. And I love, love, love my tribe, and that it's expanding. You guys are amazing.
Absolutely. You can find Erin Herlihy at Angel Card Readings with Erin Herlihy. That's her channel name. Jessica is on Whispers of Grace Healing LLC. And me, well, I'll be here for quite some time. If you need clarification, just drop us a line, and we'll definitely help you out with that. To whomever you're feeling called, if you're feeling called to any one of us. And that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be putting in the description box below our contact means as well, so you'll have the ability to click on a link and find us anywhere.
Awesome.
So, thank you so much. Take care now. Namaste.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.